Yo, yo, yo. I hope audio is fine. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It actually might not be, but whatever. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah, we are. We're gonna make sure that it happens. Actually, we probably need to hit a top filter. Whoa. Yeah. So maybe that's how we go about it and give it a shot. You know what I mean? Screw it. Screw it. Well. Since we don't have our other headphones, and I have no idea what else I was going to say, but anyways, we're just going to do a quick impromptu unboxing of our new 3D printer that you cannot see, that is so heavy. And the reason why we're just going to go ahead and do it anyways is because we're going to go ahead and move it somewhere else, but we just wanted to get it set up, and we want to make sure everything works the way that it's supposed to. So that is it. We got the K2 Plus with the CFS. Thing is heavy as heck. Super heavy. Uh, yeah. So I know you guys have all been around for our you know 3D printing journey. So we're just gonna go ahead and this thing was super heavy. I think it's like 100 pounds or almost 100 pounds, something like that. So trying to get this up in our room was crazy. So that's how that actually works is you got to press these two, boom. That holds this whole thing down. It's actually missing one. But so instructions here are to remove that. Lift up this top. Step 3, remove the top. There's a second top to remove. There is the sides. Remove this out of the bottom. And yeah. Then remove all the stuff out of it. And boom, boom, boom. We're going to give that a shot. We're going to see how it goes. So I just thought that we'll have to figure it out. Excuse the mess, but there is mess. You can see my booty. Whoa. Bunch of stuff just fell out. All right. I think this stuff was probably supposed to make sure there's nothing here. So why not? I have no idea what's going on here. Damn. Dude, the cardboard itself is heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that here for me to check out. So that was in the front side. I know this is not the most opportune camera angles, but we're just gonna do it anyways because why not? He said. I don't know that I could lift this thing out. I am not lying about that. This thing is so heavy. Does this part come out? It does not. It does not. So, what we're going to do is open up the bag first. And we're going to try to get as much of the stuff out of it as possible. We got the manual on top. We got the screen. The power cord, we'll put it over here. Bam. Screen itself. This is also a piece to the screen to hold it on. Or actually, maybe we can just pull this out. You know what I mean? I think this part comes out. It does. All right, so we're going to do that first. Try to get some of this other stuff out. Here is the 500 sample 500 milligram filament there. So for reals though. Okay. Let's try and get this portion out. Boom. I didn't think about, I threw a bunch of stuff on my bed. We're gonna get that out. Boom. Can we pull this out from here? No, that's held in by there. All right. I kind of want to take this off just because I don't want this to break. Probably not the smartest thing. All right, let's risk the back. Whoosh. Dude, why is the bottom so heavy? Everything's so heavy. This thing is like the heaviest thing. I think this thing's like 80 pounds or something. All right, so we got the side off. Side is off. This is actually the glass top. We're gonna move that over here. That thing is huge. I actually don't know that that would fit underneath where I want to put it at. So we're going to double check real quick. Okay, it will. It will. Barely. So eventually it's going to go underneath where our other printer was. See if I can't move this. So basically in there is where that's going to go. But we're going to get it up over here for now. We're going to try not to kill our back doing this. Is that okay? Boom. Okay. Whew. So now that that's there, we'll just go ahead and move our camera quite a bit closer. Try and make this level for you guys. Bam. That's not helpful at all for the back view, right? Well then. Well, maybe we'll see about getting our light over here. All right, let's see what we can do here. Is that too bright? Is that too bright when we move it? Not really. I think we're good. Just for when we actually need that portion of it. All right. So we got that stuff out. What is step 6? All right. I think this is it right here. I think we start busting this stuff out. All right. So that is that. Whew. Hold on, we're gonna respond to somebody real quick. All right. So, sorry about that. Oh my gosh. This thing's freaking heavy. All right, so far everything is good. I'd seen some reports of people saying that it was damaged in shipping. Have not had that at all myself. So, kind of in a weird spot. So saddy, so saddy. Should I maybe move this a little bit? See if I can't. Try and get Does that work for you guys? It's probably not the best. I'm trying to do this where I can actually have room to make this happen, but I don't know. Okay, so let's come on. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hopefully we have a big enough one for it. Did that go smaller? That did went smaller. Okay. Okay. Technically not what this is designed for. All right, so obviously there's two there. There's smaller screws than those. Um, wish I had tape that I wanted to use. All right, we're doing it. We are making this happen. I'm laughing. All right, so we're getting all these screws out. This bracket is for transport only, so we'll just get this CFS out. Making this happen. And you know what? I'm gonna close this for a sec. I actually forgot to start our background music that we always use. Just so quiet, you know what I mean? It's not the best music, but I like it. It's calming. All right, let's get this open. So what the plan is to actually move that over there where our other 3D printer is, and then have the CFS on the side, but we're just gonna go ahead and get this going here for now. We want to test this out the way it is. We might actually have to get different Bowden tubes for it. And then I'll just go ahead and get this out. Bam! There you go. That is the CFS Bye. Thanks, Sandy. I love you. That's awesome. All right, let's get these out. I'm trying to do this on the floor. We don't have the room for this. All right. Do these actually have colors? So we got black, we've got white, so we'll probably do black, white. Then, what other colors do we got here? Red and blue. Kind of wish we had green. All right. Let's see if we can't get this out. Oh, freak, man. Can we get this out without destroying anything? All right. All right. Boom. It's probably going to be pretty loud. All right. We want to actually... I don't want a huge mess, guys. I don't want a huge mess. Nobody likes huge messes. So give me a sec here while I fold up the bag real quick. Make this happen. Bam. Bam. Put these in here in a nice fashion there. We're going to put these away. We do have these Bowden buffer screws. So we will eventually put the screws that we just took out for those, as well as these. Please tear off sticker before use. Bam. Sticker one. Come on. So I think we're always going to do our benchy, right? Got to do the benchy. Okay. Remove the screw rod holder before using the printer. All right. How do we do that? Okay, just like that. Boom. Screw rods removed. Some screws down here. On. Two. All right. I took the Bowden tubes out. Let me respond to the man himself. All right, so I got those out. All right. All right, so we got those out. What is this? I don't even know what this is. What is this? Okay. So it's got a cool little toolkit case. That is pretty legit. Is that the Wi-Fi? What is it? Oh, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. It's a screwdriver? Okay, there's a USB. Okay. I have no idea. We're not even gonna. We got bonus accessories. Like, what is? All right, let's take a look at this real quick. So that came out of there. We got the Bowden tubes right here. Got a filament swatches. What's a filament swatch? What is that? What is that? I know what a swatch is. Interesting. How does that even? Okay, so it's basically just all of the filament. You'll know what it looks like before you buy it, I guess. Oh, geez. So, I mean, you got Hyper PLA black. We've got, oh my gosh, can we open that? Hyper PLA CF black. So, I mean, you can't really, oh my gosh. I already don't like this whole situation here that I'm having to deal with. Why did I open this? Why? Why did I do that? Okay. So it doesn't really, all right, bonus. What is the bonus accessory? I want to know what that is. I have no idea what this is. What is this? We don't know what these are. We got thermal grease. We got some repairing stuff. Okay, it seems like we got like, I don't know, some stuff. We got stuff, okay? We got stuff. We'll figure that out later. We do have another nozzle that's actually nice. Then we have the side holder, and then we got the Bowden tube. This is actually what we need. Oh, is that what the other thing was? So if you end up, I actually watched a video. Do not pull. Essentially, So that's what that is. I think there's a replacement in there. All right, so we don't need these. We need these Bowden tubes, and there's a whole lot of them. All right, so we'll figure that out later. I actually think we're good inside of here. What's up? Where's that manual at? We got the quick guide. Let's bust out the quick guide real quick. Why not? Time to bust out the quick guide. We got some decals, after sales card, quick installation guides. We're actually gonna back this up now. Bam. That's kind of annoying as far as the glare is concerned. Anyways, let's get the screen installed. Oh, the camera. Boom. All right, we got the camera thing off. We gotta find where we put that at. So we'll put this in here where all the extra stuff is going, all the screws and stuff that we've taken off. We're gonna go ahead and put the screen on. I guess we should have left it closer. Boom. Yep, we're gonna turn this off for now. Bam. It's all up in our faces. Sip in our face. All right, we got this bad boy. It's got the notches. Which way does it go though? Oh, well, that's what the notch is there for. Bam. Okay. All the screws are the same size. We're gonna try our best to get this right up in there and not where the back screen is. Is this still the same? That's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. We still got the two Bowden screws over there. So, we got this holding on. Bam. And then we'll shove this through. Zattel. And then we can put this through Zattel. And there we go. All right. We got that one started. Got that one started. 4 screws. I'm using a TR10, torque wrench 10, size 10 here. Does work for the size. So we're in. We are in. We are making this happen. Bam. All right, let's get our. So that was the screen base. Let's actually get the screen out. We're gonna go ahead and I'm assuming that is that actually it's got, it's got a ordeal there. We're gonna move that over to the right. Pop these in. Bam. Bam. Huh. All right. Wham. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and put the screw bag for the base inside of the bag that the LCD screen went in. I don't even remember where the LCD screen came out. All right, so what's next is we're gonna go ahead and quickly put the bowden tube on thing on the back here. Turn this bad boy back on. Just because I'm tired of looking at these two screws back here. You know what I mean? Ooh. Just getting them started. Make sure that they're not going in weird or bad. Always want to make sure that you get them started while it's loose. Should start in really nice and easy. I like it. So that is that portion of it. Let's go back to the front view real quick. We're gonna do this real quick. Smash this up. All right, let's take looks like it's one of those perforated bam that actually ripped it all off. Here is the tempered glass top. Bam. I have no idea which is the front. We're going to call that the front. That is the way it goes. All right. What is next? What is next? I think. Okay. Let's just take a quick look at the guide. Yeah, we did that. We're not doing the filament holder on the side. Oops. Because we don't need to, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's get to the English side of things. 4 hotbeds. We did that. We took off the camera. We did the boom. We're not doing this. Okay. Next, we got the CFS installation guide. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably super late. All right. Is that? It's all just different languages. So about the equipment, we got the desiccant storage location, filament inlet. We've got the adapters, blah, 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 I think. All right, well, we don't really have a guide where to put the tubes and all that. But I did see a video on how to do it, so I think we're good. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, no, I seen a video on it. All right. So we've got this bad boy. We'll do this here for now. We're just gonna be like this, boom, boom. Forget what this is for, but it is a little, what's it called it? There is, you know what? We'll get to this point in a second. Let's get the back connected. Bam. 12:30. Holy smokes. Let's go back to the back view real quick. We're just gonna do that. All right. So yes, it doesn't really tell us what goes where. Actually, it does. It does right here. Okay. So the 100 centimeter cable goes from the bottom of no hot swapping. So the big one goes to the bottom here. Bam. Looks like it's on this right side of it at the top that you can't see. Bam. I think we should be good there. My headphones are about to die. If it does, I do have a battery for it. Okay, you can see my cool messy room there. Then we're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy here. Bam. Connect this up here. Bam. All right. So there's the older one. We got long. Long goes from here to here. So let's just bam. I'm gonna double check real quick. Can I replace this headphone battery right now? Hopefully it kicks right back in. It does. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so now we don't have to worry about that. We've got the long tube. The long tube goes from here. And what I hear is do not pull on it. Into there. It is in. Now we're going to take the short one. From here. All right. That is it, guys. This is where the poop chute is. We've got power down there. Bam, bam. So we'll plug that in here shortly. All right. We've got a power cable over here somewhere. Or at least I thought I did. I do. Boom, boom. All right, guys. I think we are good to go. I think we are good to go, guys. There's no way. Exciting. It's happening. It's happening right now. Right now. This is crazy. It's so crazy. I kind of don't. Oh. Oh. Let's open this up. Man. All right. We are going to we're going to try to get this up here. Can you guys see that? Well, I should have probably used. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Whatever. Way to screw that up. We're gonna do this first, like that. Bam. We'll get it turned on. and then we'll try to figure it out from there. Uh, yeah, I kind of don't like how the thing is laid out, because whatever. The box. It's just the box. We are turning it on now. Da-na-na. Wow. How do we... Oh, the CFS just turns on. Okay. Now I remember why I was trying to do that. In the CFS, there is these decadent chambers. We're gonna bust those out shortly. But let's I don't try to get a good view. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And if possible, and it truly might be, because I have all of the gadgets. Dude, really? Are you freaking kidding me? We're just gonna... What the hell? What the heck? I'm amazed how when you're trying to tie something, right? When you're trying to tie cords or string or anything like that, you know, anytime you're trying to do that, it is the hardest thing, right? And then when you're just trying to move cables around, it's like we're going to tie ourselves into the biggest knot in the entire freaking world without barely even touching it. They get near each other and they're like, knot. And then you're like, are you freaking kidding me? You know what I mean? That's me ranting right now because that's how it feels. It's literally how it feels. Like you get anywhere close to oh my gosh, we're about to drop this camera. We're gonna give that a shot. I don't think that works, but whatever. That's just gonna fall. Probably break my camera. All right, so it is on. Is this thing like upside down? Does this move? Oh, it does move. All right, we are going to pick English. Remove the 4 screws, A, B, and C. We did do that. Welcome to Tradovate. Please keep the green cube in the diagram clear of debris and click next. I've read the agreement. I'm going to use my speed reading abilities. Sweet. Ethernet is not connected. We're going to do this, and we will be covering this while we do it. And type in our super secret password of password. I mean, you know, whatever. That would be wild if I actually said it, huh? It is a test. It is a test network. That is the IP of it. I guess it didn't matter in the password, but you know, whatever. We are in international. Please use the Corality Cloud app to scan the thing. Do we have the Corality Cloud app? Kind of glad that we are okay. Where do we find the Corality Cloud app? We are getting situated here. Bear with us. What do you mean that's not the password? Okay, so is it gonna open the thing or not? Mother trucker. All right, guys. Well, let's get over here to our thing. We're gonna go to Creality. Actually, we probably want to go to Creality over here as well and get the newest Creality download. And we're gonna go over to our computer real quick. We are going to go ahead and download such things. So give us a second while we do this, and we will be like we're awesome. You know what I mean? 'Cause we're awesome. Redeem now. What? Campaign has ended? I don't think so. All right, so now that we got that over here, how do we download the app? Creality Cloud app. Oops. There we go. That's what we're trying to find. We're gonna use the cool thing. We're gonna download it now. It's installing. I don't really know what my Apple ID password is. Sweet. I got it correct. All right. Let's go to software. Creality print. We're going to download. Is there an update? Okay, I'm going to uninstall the other one on my computer. We're going to hopefully get going. So while that's happening, we're going to go ahead and .3D models, that's fine. ASCAP not to track. 3D model library. Effortless blah blah blahs, you know. Then you got easy slice to convert 3D models to G code right from your phone. Remote printing. That is beautiful. Incentive program, try it now. Okay, we're not gonna go for, what's it called? It's continue via my Google. Oh my gosh, I gotta do this again. I don't even know if I need to do it from right here, right now. But we're doing it. All right. Confirm. This is me. Yes. Continue. Login successful. We're not trying to upload makes. Okay. Please use the Crowley app to scan the code to log in. Oh crap. Yes, allow. Bam. Sure. Close. Tap devices, tap device one here, toggle between devices, tap here for device settings and product. Got it. Okay, so now it is doing its thing. Now we're gonna go ahead and, oh man, did we lose? Did we lose? Main PC capture? We did. See if we can get it activated again real quick. Nope, we cannot. It decided it wanted to flip out. So now we gotta unplug it, plug it back in. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Then we say deactivate, activate back, and then it's gonna be like that. Then we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna say bam. We're gonna send that back over there. Boom. See that? We're back. Then we can go back to here, just like that. Bind to Creality, already bound to Creality. Boom. Okay. Next. Welcome to self-check. Self-check. All right. Actually, it's going to go through self-check now. That's going to take forever. All right. While it does that, we're going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to open this up. Take this, put this back in there. Bam. Come on. Holy cow. Bam. All right, all we're doing right now is we are opening up the PLA while that is going on. Oh, let's go back over. Yeah, bam. So that's gonna do that. And we'll just go ahead and move this back here like this real quick. Okay. Boom. Bam. Then we're going to do this. This is the white one. I like that they put it in whatever these things are called. Sealable bags, even though they are not the biggest amount. You never know. It is doing its thing though. It is input shaping. Let's open up the black one. Bam. We're putting these decadents away. I think Handy is done streaming. And what color was this? Blue. All right, so when we ordered it, we are also getting free part of the live stream is the kilograms of black, white, gray, and brown. So we will have those at some point in time. Okay, let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of this trash. Put this back over here. We'll worry about that later. And we'll go ahead and switch back over to the other spot there. Now I mean, you know what I never know? You're supposed to cut this you're supposed to cut this portion of it, you know what I mean? Since it's all like wonky. I feel like I should. I'm going to. It's not that much filament to waste. So, oh, these flush cutters right here, those are some nice ones. So, boom. Let's go ahead and, is it doing it? Is it grabbing it? There it is. Bam. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed by these flush cutters. Dude, that thing is doing its thing. All right, we're getting the red one kicked in over there. Getting the red one kicked in. This is actually pretty exciting, not gonna lie. auto leveling is happening. Who here's so supposed to be going to sleep? I think these are the RFID ones, so it knows what it is. And not gonna lie, I actually wanted a tool changer. Probably should have waited for one. All right, it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. Auto leveling is happening over here. We're gonna go ahead and get this closer and more leveled. And actually, we'll probably need to more level again. That is it. You can see here, we are boom. I'm gonna go ahead and close that up like so. Bam. I think that's it for this view, right? So sorry for give me a sec. We're gonna switch views. Switch the views. It is still finishing up its thing. We're gonna figure, ow, freaking pinch my fingers, dude. Again, so sorry about the messiness of, oh, come on now. Come on now. We gotta get everything all back to normal here. What is going on here? These. Is that why? I don't know. I don't like what's going on anymore. I don't like this. Boom. Basically, that's where we are now. It is auto leveling its thing away. I don't think we need any more coolness, to be honest. So we're just gonna go ahead and get our camera set up back to the way it needs to be for streaming our trading tomorrow. Bam. And when we stream, gaming, is this the right view? I like it. All right. Can't be all slouchy, huh? Anyways, that is that. So I guess that's going down over there. It is still auto leveling. Don't know that we're going to print anything. Should we print a benchy? We should print the benchy, huh? We're going to go ahead and install while this is happening. You know what? Let's add a scene real quick. We're not going to add one. We're just going to get it installed and do our thing while it auto levels. It is 1:13. We are way past our bedtime. We got to get up super early in the morning to go ahead and make this whole thing happen. Or which screen is which? All right. Cool. Let's get Corel Print 7 installed. It's happening. Is it still auto leveling? It is. We're going to go ahead and move this over to the side now. This side, because you don't really need to see me sitting in the chair. We can do this like that while that's doing its thing. Well, 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 it's a little exciting. I think while this is all happening, we got to figure out what is the best way to store this box. Okay. Because this box needs to be put away. There is stuff that I would not like to have in the garage, because that's where this is going. So maybe the decals, maybe the Bowden tubes. I guess everything. Okay, that is. I think I'm going to take everything out. Even the side thing. Everything's coming out. We're going to put that like that. The rough thing is what about that? All right. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it upside down. I like it. I like it. Yes, sir. Upside down is the way. 100%. Probably should have put all that stuff in these bags. Now that I think about it, it's already too late. Already too late. Not sure what side is the front. Holy smokes. Try this way. Is it really the way? I have no idea. How in the heck? They get this on, man. Holy smokes. About to lose my mind. Boom. All right. Upside down is the way. You just gotta fit it in a specific way. Is it done? Self-check complete. Oh, firmware. Firmware. Thumbs up for printing thing after it's done. It's a whole lot of stuff in that firmware. All right, we're definitely going to let that happen. Okay. We've got the Creality app installed now. We also have it on our phone, which is pretty legit. Please do not touch the printer when detecting. Well, firmware is downloading right now, so it's doing its thing, you know? Yeah, no. Looks like it kept the other printer. We're going to select and remove printers. Boom. Oh, it's firmware updating, so you know, probably can't find it. Mirror. Okay, while that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and put these things back in. Dun, dun, man. Boom, boom. All right, after please recalibrate before starting the print task. Are you serious? Well, it's gonna take another forever. Another forever, guys. Trying to scan for devices. There it is. Adding the printer. Got a new IP address now. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. That is a way better just gonna display capture for now. Capturing display. It's like way better quality. Case fan, side fan, bed temp, buddies. Is it gonna do it? Preloading is in progress. Feed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm trying to do too much right now. Well, it's trying to calibrate. Boom. I can't see all that. Textured PL plate. Cool. So does it not detect the CFS yet? Or is it because it's doing its thing? Doing its thing. This thingy thing. You know what I realized right now? Is we are streaming with the wrong title right now. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Sorry to anybody on the YouTubes. We thought we were streaming somewhere else. So, that's nice. Awesome. Awesome. Well, our trading cave will be getting the YouTube video instead of our kick. Wait a minute. Who's online? What's online? Oh, okay. Instead of our kick, our trading cave is getting the YouTube video. So I think I'll have to remove it from there, add it to our other stream later. Of course. Oh my gosh. Paste. Save. Hopefully that changes that. We're gonna go here, type in unboxing. Good times. Good times. Oh, did it really go offline? You've got to be kidding me. That's awesome. Awesome possum. Hopefully it's just only going offline for a second, not actually going offline. Know what I mean? Oh, is it ready? Are we ready? Bro. Yes. The local files. Okay, prepare. How do I do this, guys? You guys know what I'm supposed to do here? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. Filament settings. Okay. Wasn't this supposed to know what's in our filament? No matching. Well, I think it doesn't know because we decided to load it before we did everything. Feeding and cutting line, it says it's doing right now. So is it? I don't know what's doing. Okay. Oh, it's belt tensioning. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got so much time left. Does detect that it has stuff. This is gonna take forever. Please do not touch the printer during the self-check. Oh, okay. Well then, how long are we gonna be here for? I'm tired. I'm way tired. You have no idea how tired I am. Know what I mean? Took taking way longer than I thought. Good times though. Good times though. Best viewers? I don't believe so. Tell me why they would be best viewers, huh? Will you tell me? Will you tell me the reason they would be the best viewers? If you could tell me that. Tell me. Hmm? Hmm? Could there be a reason why it's the best viewers? We're gonna start getting our stuff ready for tomorrow at this point. Because you're tired. Mother truckers. We are taking the stuff that we moved on our bed. That is, you know, part of our room being messy. I think you've seen the stack of pants that I need to hang up or put somewhere. Got our launch monitor still in the grocery bag that we used to take over to Arizona. And now it's going to input shape for 20 hours and make a bunch of noise. Yeah, our cords for work. And a remote control for the TV. Just going to move that over there. Just gonna get our bed situated here. Our protective cover, just in case. The old duvet. Well, it is doing its thing. I just going to passively close my eyes for a sec. Feel a little tired. Thirsty. How loud is that thing? Seems kind of loud to me. Oh, now it's input shaping for sure. I thought after we loaded the filament that it was supposed to that has the RFIDs. Maybe we just loaded it too soon. Too soon. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder how long it's going to take to print the benchy. It'd take a while just since we have to do the filament changes. But you'll never know. No? Yeah, no? Well, well, well. That's all I want to get through. That's all I wanted to get through. Well, you know what? While that is going on, we're going to go ahead and see about getting our uh, trade stuff set up for tomorrow. Might as well. Yeah, what's up with that? We were supposed to be able to redeem. Anyways, so we're going to have made a purchase at any time eligible to participate. Each device ID can only be redeemed for a free premium membership once. Enter a valid ID for automatic premium membership activation, please. There might be a slight process delay. Premium memberships are non-transferable, cannot be exchanged for cash or other products or services. Each device ID can only be redeemed. ID has already been redeemed. Membership in 2025 cannot be used. And this is unrelated to Apple Inc. Crowley Cloud reserves the right to interpret, modify, and the promotion at any time. Contact Team Cloud for assistance. Okay. Not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go to our super charts. Super charts. Super chart. Clock is out of sync. My clock is out of sync. All right, so did it finish? Has it finished? Input shaping is still going. Okay, my back hurts. The back, it does. All right, so while this is going on, we are going to go in and click the overnight session. Well, I guess it ends on Fridays. Friday ended the close of 25931.50. Bam. But we're going to have it at for tomorrow. Are we ready? That's what I want to know. Is it ready? Please get ready. Come on, man. Not even close to what I typed in there. Go into the web platform. Funded. Where did we say it was at? 9,350. Gonna go ahead and move that up to 950. 93150. Get that one as close as we can to that. F. We're gonna start our NinjaTrader. We'll get that logged in. Main things we are trading tomorrow. Actually, I think we are. Ledger. Five-way connection to occupiers. Please to return the material first. Can we go to auto? Oh, it threw out some poop already. Nice. That's the cool world. I'll tell you that right now. And I think this needs to be down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Is that hanging? It is, huh? Reloading is in progress. No matching automatic refill filament. Am I supposed to make it feed each one? I'm probably gonna do that. This is gonna suck. We're gonna use up all the, why not? Only because I wanted to see it. I wanted to detect it. All right, so while that's going on, 935. What? 931.5. So did it not grab it? It's supposed to. They're all supposed to be reality. Hyper PLA. Color. White. I don't understand. Does it not see the colors? Really? Already? Are we having problems already? How do we go into load mode? Yeah, we might as well. How come it didn't grab these? That's what I want to know. Should we just not worry about it right now? We're just gonna double check real quick. There we go. That's how we want it to be. There we go. I think we're in business now. You grabbed the color? Yes, you did. It's a beaut. All right. "34 minutes. Let's go. Let's go." We're way going to sleep after that. It's happening though. It is happening. This is exciting. This is gonna take so long. This is gonna be 2:30 by the time I go to sleep. Now, I hear I'm supposed to change this bed temperature to 60. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I don't know if it's gonna work. Printer, actually, compared to what I had before, which is the carbon. Tired of carbon. Is this thing really happening right now? I feel like it's really happening. Really happening, guys. This is crazy. We're about to put a trade in, so maybe. Gonna bounce off resistance, and we're go. We're in. Are in. Win it, guys. pretty much believe in this trade. Works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The way the cookie crumbles. Alrighty. We will add 2681. If it comes down to that. Kind of looks blue. I think it's supposed to be doing white. It is doing blue. Oh, it is blue first. Wow. Smartness. Oh yeah, it is. Maybe I should have left. Okay. Okay. It's pretty quiet compared to this. I think actually, probably the best print quality that I had though. But I think the way they make it cheaper is the cheaper fans, as far as loudness, they don't go for the quiet fans. Quieter fans are a little bit more expensive. You can replace them for quieter Noctua fans. Um, Now the uh, Ender 5 that I had, Ender 5 Max, that I ended up setting back, was pretty loud, but it was an open case, not enclosed. Did not have an enclosure. That was definitely louder. Uh, this one has servo motors, and I can tell you right now that they are quieter than the Centauri. Fans aren't as loud. Centauri Carbon was louder than this. Sure. Not by a whole, not like, I don't know. I don't know how. loud of a difference I would say it is, but so we'll say, oh, did I miss entry? Okay, we're at 14 negative, trade 15. You might have jumped in a little early. Are going for a $100 win on the smaller account. We're going for 200. It's basically 2 contracts. I think we're getting ready to hit white portion of this. I just got this camera set up, but I do kind of want to move this camera over here. You can see what I'm seeing. I don't want to hold it though, so not gonna happen. I guess I could do it from this one, right? You guys want to see it? Would you guys rather see it from that view? Let's see. Trying to see what would look better. I don't know that any of that looks better. I don't know, guys. I don't think any of it looks as good as I would like it to look. I look better? Yeah, I don't know. Trying to figure out what looks the best. That does look pretty sweet right there, in my opinion. Just need to. It was good. Surface quality. Got some interesting. I think we'll need to calibrate this already. Towards the top there, it looks like there's definitely some banding. Tomorrow we'll do a really, you know, flat 2-layer print. That's what we wanted this for. We make signs. This thing is going to use a lot of filament, but you know, we printed this on the standard print, you know, just right away. We didn't calibrate anything. We just did input shaping. So we'll give it some grace. We're gonna see how much poop is left. Is dropping a lot. Daniel, you're wow. It is. It's flowing a lot. Isn't that what the tower's for? Bro, how much is it gonna push out? Holy smokes. It is dropping it like it's hot right now. That's crazy. Okay, if you can afford, I mean, here's the thing. I had a gift card because I got the gift card to get the Ender Max, Ender 5 Max. We're gonna just throw this out there. So we got gift card for Ender 5 Max. Then we got a Centauri Carbon. We never canceled the thing, so then we kept it. We ended up selling it to a coworker. So then I was like, you know what? I can buy this for just a little bit more money with the gift card, plus what I got, sold for the Centauri, plus the gift card, and add, $100 or whatever. And I'll have this, and I'll have the color changer. And initially that's what we were gonna do anyways. But then the snap, uh, I already forgot what it's called. The U1 Snapmaker U1 came out. And the one thing that I've been waiting for forever was the index, Bontech index. From what I understand, they don't really have any info on it yet, but it should be available for the SV08 Max. So initially I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna get this. I should be, it's only gonna cost me a little bit money, more money than what I did spend on the carbon. So it's a wash, even though I didn't want a changer. But I figure the quality is supposed to be really good on this. I'm sure I have to calibrate some stuff is what is starting to look like possibly. With that being the case, I went ahead and made the purchase. Um, Probably like a day or two later, I was like, you know what? I mean, I added $100, so essentially $400 or whatever. For another 700 and something, I could have got the Snapmaker UI essentially, which is more than I really wanted to spend more. But then I was like, you know what? I'd probably be happy with it. Not the size that I want, but it would have tool changer. I wouldn't really have to worry about how long it takes to change and print in comparison. Um, don't get me wrong, this will outbeat the Snapmaker U1. I don't know why I said UI, but the U1 in single color prints is from what I've seen. Uh, so there's that. I don't, and then here's the thing, I don't know how much dual color. The only thing I started thinking about is doing supports doing different supports. Uh, so at max 2 and at max I would probably do two things. Like when I pretty much most of everything I'm gonna print right now is gonna be signs, LED signs. So I would be able to do that. Um, and not have the wasted filament with faster, and then doing the uh, different support material prints. PETG does not stick to PLA, so I could use vice versa if I'm printing in at PETG, then which I mostly print in, then I can use PLA for the supports. vice versa. Uh, and should be able to have some goodness there. That's the thought. So then I was gonna go ahead and cancel this order, but it was already shipped, and it was gonna arrive the same day, which was Friday or Thursday, or Friday, one of the two. Friday. Um, but here we are, Monday morning, setting it up and printing. Just going to see what happens. Monday, we're gonna do what we bought this for, what it claims to do well, which is the first layer prints, which is very, very important to me, um, because I print LED signs. So I need flat, great quality, like very, thin, few millimeter thick prints. I can show you what I've gotten. So the best ones so far, that's the whole reason I sent the Ender Max 5, is I just couldn't really get one. And I wasn't wanting to spend more money on a new, aftermarket bed for that machine. Truth be told, I probably could have. It's got the size. I could have put a co-print on it. Um, but at that point, I was thinking, similarly to the size, though. Well, I mean, it is way bigger. But it'd be close to the cost of this, if not maybe more after all. Yeah, it'd be more than this over that, and that's kind of where this portion came in buying this one. Um, who knows? I don't have a lot of things that, initially when I got into 3D printing, I thought I was going to do a lot of 3D prints, and, you know, wanting to do a bunch of stuff. And come to find out, I kind of want to do more just functional prints. Don't want to do uh, anything super crazy. Um, more more LED signs, essentially pretty simple prints in that respect. I think I would do, essentially boxes for cases for electronics that I, want to develop and design and all that stuff. I think that is more my 3D printing needs, and this should be, honestly, this should be fine for that. Um, Probably not going to have a whole bunch of different color prints in consideration to that. I think um, really in reality, I'm just amazed by what I'm watching now. I don't know why. In reality, if they came to, the amount of filament waste at the moment, the amount that I print isn't going to amount to $700 or for the snap maker, nor will it be for the lot more that it would be to get what I probably would like to get, which would be the bamboo uh, H2C. I know it's slower than the index, which I initially wanted. Um, and I'm kind of not really a bamboo fanboy in a sense. I don't like, their some of their policies, I guess you would call it. Um, Come to find out, quality wise is not as what we seem. What the fanboys are. Every printer has their issues, has their weak and strong points, so it just depends on that. In reality, the thing I did want the most was the index, and that's probably what I would, if I was printing a lot, and doing a whole thing, like I'd probably that would be it. I think at this point where it's mostly I'm not gonna do anything like super secret, so I don't really care what is seen by Bamboo. Um, so initially there was gonna be some R&D stuff that I was gonna do with it, and more now it's just gonna be case design uh, for electronics that I put together and designed. So that's not that big of a deal anymore. And speed wise, I think there's just for what I'm going to actually print, not trying to, business it out. So, um, getting the index or the snapmaker isn't really, the speed at that isn't really a factor. Um, kind of would rather have the ability to, uh, I mean, the index and snapmaker U1 will have enough colors for me, um, enough toolhead changes that I would probably ever use. But then it's just kind of like, well, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I might as well just get the H2C, have the ability to print in way more. It will take longer because it's kind of like a mixture of a tool changer and this CFS type system. Is there Vortex, I think they're called? Whatever. Anyway, so it's kind of a mixture. If you're only printing with the actually, if you're only printing with two, and that's what I was talking about earlier, is most of the time I'm probably just going to print in two. So having the dual heads, I probably won't be all this changing out of filaments. So I would be very close to the speed of it, um, of what's going on in that respect. And if I was to print any more than that, it's probably going to be within what the tool changer has itself. Um, so I'll lose maybe a little bit of seconds there, which would add up to a lot uh, for big prints, but I don't think that that's a huge problem, being that I'm not really trying to like print farm. If you're print farming, I would probably go with the index. Um, if you can get an index and, either. So I think, to be honest, my ideal situation would be if I was print farming an SV08 Max. Uh, Print quality is a possible concern there. If you were to get it straight that way, and then you're gonna have like the fans. Um, so my initial thoughts are go ahead and replace the fans of the board, the controller board. Um, get the enclosure, right? So you're gonna spend about 1,200, and then it's like three something, 350 for the index, main index module system, the head, all that, the main, shooter, all of that portion of it. And then after that, it's only 35 for tool head. You would probably going to be able to fit like 8 tool heads, uh, maybe more on the max. And so the fan of the extruder system and all that's going to be changed out when you do that. Um, and then on top of that, you're gonna have all the tool changers, right? So at that point, the quality is going to change because you're going to be printing now with the index um, as well. So you'll get that quality and you'll get the build size if you're going to do bigger stuff. If not, I think the snap maker is going to be fine. If you're going to do with this, the size, just make sure and get the top. So that's what I was basically going to do. I was going to get the snap maker U1. I was going to cancel this, get the snap maker U1, get the top, so that way I can do the other different filaments. Um, I was going to get, I think there was something else I was going to get with it. I don't remember what I was going to get with it. other than that. There was something else. I don't know. Anyways, it was gonna be like 1172, I think it was. Uh, so I think that was gonna be a good middle ground for me to spend. So like for this, I mean, I've spent over that, just a little bit over that. 1222 plus some tax at 12, 13 something. Uh, so I mean, build volume on the snapmaker is 270 millimeters cubed. This is 350 cubed. So it would be closer to the entire carbon. I'm probably not going to print bigger than this or bigger than the other, but this at least get me through a lot of the stuff. So I think I'll be fine. Not the end of the world. And and then I was gonna save the gift card to probably get the scanner, the LiDAR scanner, 3D scanner to scan stuff to fix whatnot and not have to measure all kinds of craziness. More of a convenience thing. That's more what I was gonna do. Uh, oh, that's why the it showed the colors smaller. This actually does track your filament amount, I believe, once you load it in. So anyways, that was kind of like all my thought processes and all that. Um, but since I do have this, as long as it does have the flat prints, I mean, for the most part, I can just print in the single color still and just have this just in case I want to do anything crazy. Um, and then if I decide to print in a lot of color changes, then I'll worry about later on in the year getting uh letting the tool changers and tool heads and multicolor kind of develop more. Um, See what comes out at the end of the year or um, next year. If I start printing a whole lot again, then I'll see what is available at the time. What's the best available at the time? I don't really care about the price at that point because that's going to be most likely because I'm trying to do it as business or something like that. This is likely going to meet all of my needs as a hobby. Um, for the most part, again, I'm just gonna print in one color, maybe two, but at this point, um, I think I'm just gonna have to lay in the bed of what I purchased at this point. It just happens. Sometimes it happens. As long as it prints the flat, like I said, I think it will meet the needs. I'm pretty happy with the quality so far. Poop. How much poop is dropping out? It's not a whole lot. Of course, it would be a lot if we were printing what most people print, to be fair. A little bit of the white portion came out pretty freaking solid. Wow. Yeah, the white portion of it, dang, it's clean. Clean. Blue, you could see some banding there. Red looks pretty legit, a little banding. But again, this is default settings. The print tower doesn't really seem to have any banding at all, so it could be at the speed that we're printing the, to call it at. You know what I mean? So when I was in a live stream, there was a guy that prints a lot, has his own YouTube channel that he was guesting on the show for Reality. I think it was on the TikTok version. He said he actually prints slow speed, so I think I might try that. Something I didn't really think about. So, you know, you always print slow no matter what the speed does print at, the printer's abilities. If that works out better, I would probably do the same, to be honest, because I'd rather have better print quality than speed. But it looks like I will probably need to go through some calibration. Apparently, I mean, I didn't really know that that was a thing though. They do almost all printers, all all filaments also. So our trade initially looked crazy. It is starting to look better. Um, gonna leave it in. Chips follow where it lays. Really starting to understand the support and resistance. When I see it, sometimes I overshoot, overdo it. Um, I think I'm impatient when it comes to that, so I need to learn some patience in trading. I think that's going to help me out a lot. Um, and control, self-control. So whenever I take a loss, I gotta let the loss happen at the, at where I set it at, not move it, not make losses bigger. When I'm doing that, everything's fine. When I lose control is when I blow accounts. So when I'm impatient, so here's the thing, yeah, with that, if I'm impatient, I tend to make worse trades because I'm not patient. Then when I lose control. Seems to be on a 3-week cycle that I lose control, but which is better than it was before. But think about that. Without the patience, putting me in a position where I have to be, uh, it's wild, right? More likely to lose a trade. When I lose a trade, I tend to overtrade or move my stop loss, take bigger, or add. It's pretty dumb. All right, it's about to finish. Pretty excited to check this out now. I don't know about you, but dang, I'm pretty stoked about this, not gonna lie. It is about done. So it did not keep my bed temperature. So the CFS is the thing that's loud, I would say. Actually, retracts afterwards. Just about 16.0 grams of filament. Took 34 minutes. We're going to remove this. Paper. Okay. See if I can do this without uh, moving the camera. Hopefully I can. Okay. The surface print on the freaking tower is wow. And yeah, that's pretty clean. That is pretty freaking disgustingly good. I'm pretty sure that's better than what the other ones printed straight out the gate. Mm, yeah, maybe not. I don't know which one this one is. This one's pretty freaking fire. Except for at the top, actually. You know what? Probably overall better. Just not as good in certain areas. I feel like this was the I kind of wish I wrote down which one was which, because this one here is, oh my gosh. You know, I mean, the white to white on the other ones is pretty on par. Yeah, this is clean. All right, well, that's it for the stream, guys. That is it for the stream. Man, it's on the trade right? Smokes. About to break up into the next portions. Let's freaking go. Think it could happen. Like for reals? It's a pretty freaking good print, man. It's pretty legit. That being said, that being said, we are going to go ahead and get to bed. I wanted to go ahead and show you the trade real quick. If I can't punch this in here. Uh, Trade that I'm in now. Whoa. I did put in right about here. I either put it here or here. I don't know where I put it at. Actually, I think I put it over. It came down, came up. Yeah, I think I put it over here. Yep, as it was going up. Then it dropped right away, came up, dropped down, stayed in this area, and is now moving up. We're in the $40 range now. This is a point of resistance. You can see this is why I was saying at that time I was going to put a trade in around 7 something. But here is what I was talking about, starting to see support and resistance, as well as this volume profile. So I did enter in, and this is the reason why I entered in, is because we were in this area, and it does like to move to places of higher volume. But you can see that this is where resistance was, right? Um, so we came up, we're hitting support here, or resistance, one of the two, whatever you, usually when it's going up to it, you can see that this was a level of support when it was on the way down. It broke through, came back up into this area, right? Um, it's probably where I should have entered was 88. Where did I enter in at? 98. Anyways, and they came back down into the support area, right? Up, down to support, up, down to support. So stayed within that, and now it's breaking up into this portion. Once it breaks this line of resistance, because that's what it is right now, um, all these touches, right? Boom. Started to come down and then came up. Usually the resistance is in within an area, but like you could see that it came down to this. So it was the support level. It broke underneath. Is going to retest that as resistance right now. It's got to break above. It did sort of break above this point of control, basically where the highest volume is. So I'm assuming now that we did come down that this is going to actually hit this as resistance again. Now it's either going to hit it and break above and continue up. And you can see that if it does break this next point be this area here, and as well as the volume is kind of really showing it. This is why I like seeing the volume here. Um, Volume kind of also shows that, this is how much volume was traded at that time. So you can kind of really see that, um, what level of resistance it is, right? So let's just say it does break this next, so this is a pretty decent level that it's going to need to pass, right? And then it'll probably go into this range here somewhere that it needs to go ahead and take care of. And then if it does break this, we're probably going to come to this next spot, right? Because this is where the next volume is. As you can see, traded in that area, dropped down to this portion, um, kind of came down and then hung out right there, right, again, right at this level. Jumped up to here, right there again. Then came back down, kind of blipped right there, dropped down to this portion, came back up, tried to come up, then see just a little blip there, but then came right back down into this high volume area. That's probably why, so you could see where these volume situations are. Um, so we need to pass this. This is either going to come straight back down to here, and then it can actually go lower. I want to say it's going to probably hit one of these areas before it goes lower. Where is my take profit is at 748, which is probably higher than it needs to be. I should probably, and I mean, if we probably get above that, so should probably move that to 744, to be honest, which is right. You can kind of see it right there. Exactly. Exactly my point. So we probably aren't going to hit the full 200 there, which is fine. And you see, like, it moves from the higher volumes to the higher volumes. I kind of want to, because I'm going to sleep, move my stop loss to here. I need to be okay with taking the losses. But I mean, if it breaks here, it's honestly going to come all the way back down. That's what makes me want to put my stop loss right in here. If it breaks it, we're coming all the way back down and I can just re-enter. We're gonna see what it does right now at this point. That's starting to what I'm noticing as far as what support and resistance is. Um, I do like seeing the range because the range kind of tells you how it moves. That is the range. The range will every every tick, every movement has been if it trades within that specific range. Once that range level is hit, it moves on. So 13. So whenever it completes 13 as a range, it'll move on to the next. That kind of actually helps you see if when you have these wicks, where in the range it was trading. Um, yeah, if it breaks this, we're coming back down. So you could see how it traded on the top part of that. That means most of the trading happened there. So it makes me a little bit more confident that we will break up. I think if it starts to break down, that we will probably just pull the trade and happy with what we got. If it does move, actually, I'm probably going to try and wait till it moves above it. I'm not liking the way it looks like it's rolling over though. That is the way the cookie crumbles. We did hit a pretty good halfway point, so I might consider saying maybe break even before going to bed so I don't have to think about the trade. Although remember, if it breaks below this, it's probably breaking all the way down to here. Yeah, move it to here so we only lose so much because if it does break now this, it's going to break down. That is a next very big level of support of resistance. So that's 680. So if we go here and check out the volume profile of 680. Yep. So then if it loses this, it's going to hit that. But then it could bounce from there. So that's probably not the best place to put. Um, anyways, that is our trade. Maybe we go down to so in between them. Anyways, that's that. All the loves, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Peace. And